I know this is a hot take, and I don't mean for it to be. This is just a prediction from the way I see things going. I research this area, I teach university graduate courses in this area. I have a strong opinion. Traditional BI, business intelligence, is going to go away. AI is disrupting this at a very, very fast pace. So, and I mean that this disruption's coming in the next year or two. What we think of as BI with these dashboards, they're beautiful, they offer insights, it's going to go away. And so over the next few years, you'll see organizations moving towards AI augmented BI. So it won't be a static dashboard, it'll be a dashboard that has AI driven insights in it. So what we think of as business intelligence today will not be that. And the conventional interfaces that are built on top of data platforms, your data lakes, your data warehouses, that's going to look very different. And so while I think that AI is going to make what we think of as BI less important, I still think that the dominant BI platforms, if they incorporate AI well, embed these capabilities into their tools, they will benefit. But what they risk is that AI will fully replace BI because somebody will have this AI capability, this new tool, this new technology that's going to offer the dashboard plus insights plus predictability plus modeling, all of that. As I say that, you can see where that's going. So those of you that use BI tools, be thinking, how's this going to be disruptive? How is AI going to overtake what we think of as business intelligence? Because I really think it's coming fast. And when I said 1 to 2 years, it could be by the end of this calendar year. You know, the AI capabilities are coming quickly, and these BI tools need to make sure that they are first to the market, because if they lag, there's going to be some tool, some capability that comes out of nowhere and disrupts the whole system. My name is Jeffrey T. Fertiller. I thank you for joining us, being part of what we do. Please let me know how I can help you and your organization. I've been in this field a long, long time, and I would love to help you. And feel free to connect with me on LinkedIn. I hope you have an awesome, awesome rest of your day. Bye. It hasn't been that long ago, back to a couple years ago, 3 years ago, 4 years ago, every leader was talking about technical debt. And what's interesting is we've replaced those conversations with adding new capabilities like AI. And I get it, it's a lot cooler. We want to have that on our resume as leaders. We implemented this awesome technology. However, the technical debt keeps adding up like compound interest. So I wanted to talk about types of technical debt. Everyone talks about code debt. It's messy, duplicated, hard to read code, low test coverage. Maybe that people put a quick fix into production, but it does something else over on this side, and we just leave it for whoever comes along afterwards, right? Those defects long, long, long passed away. But then there are other types of technical debt. I think of architectural debt, infrastructural debt, kind of similar, where we have these monolithic systems that don't scale, they're outdated, and we don't know what to do with it because it's still running something, or maybe it's not, but it's creating all this cost and this risk in a way that it's difficult for us because we want to use all of our resources on something cool. And this kind of debt is expensive. It's hard to fix because your systems are so large. But we also have documentation debt where you have missing or outdated or even inconsistent documentation, diagrams, knowledge articles, run books. You all know what I'm talking about. Most organizations, they'll say, yes, I have a run book, and you look at it and it's dated 1985. It's just a little bit of sarcasm, but you all know that if your run book is 5 years old, it's probably not worth anything. It's not going to help you run those systems. And if you think about how our organizations are spinning people faster, the average length of tenure within an organization is shrinking, right? We need this documentation more and more because we're going to have people leave, we're going to have people come in. And these people that come into our organization, they need documentation. We also have security debt. Have you ever thought about that, where we've deferred security fixes or unpatched libraries or weak authorization or hard-coded secrets or maybe missing reviews? And this is high risk because it could lead to a breach or a regulatory issue. We have process debt where we have out-of-date processes where what's documented as process and how we really do it, there's a disconnect. We talked about knowledge debt, but we also have tooling debt, right? Where maybe your test environment or your deployments they're not syncing up. And we push, this one really bugs me if you can't tell. We push, especially with this tooling, we push defects live and the ops team doesn't see it until it's boom, now everything's down. Maybe we have applications that we implemented long time ago and nobody's taken the time to bring those out, bring those offline and decommission them in a way that is appropriate. I have found two things to be true. Number one, every organization has increasing technical debt year over year. And it's because we keep adding new technology. What happens to the old stuff? Do we decommission it like we're supposed to? Usually not. So that's number one. Number two, most organizations don't even have a mechanism for tracking their technical debt, addressing it, putting business case thought process to it. And so I encourage you to think about technical debt, how much it's costing you, because let's use an example. If you have a server that's running and it's not really serving a purpose, you're taking up space in your data center, you're using licenses that could be used for something else that you're paying for, you're using electricity, you're using people's time. This debt is monolithic, as we talked about a few minutes ago. It's overarching, and it's something that needs a plan to be able to solve. If your organization wants an assessment of your technical debt and help you resolve these, there's a positive, very positive ROI on addressing technical debt, and I'd love to help you. My name is Jeffrey T. Fertiller. Thank you for joining us. Please feel free to connect with me on LinkedIn and let me know how I can help you. Have an awesome, awesome rest of your day. Bye.